And we're back. Welcome to another episode of Successful Marketing, Sales, and Relationships for Adult Business Owners and Entrepreneurs. I am your host, Sadon Long, and we are in step 5 of the 7-step to 7-figure playbook plan. And today is also Female Business Owner Friday. So we are talking about this from the perspective of if I was a girl or a woman for that matter. I don't want to be disrespectful. But yeah, so again, if I was a woman, this is what I do. Here's how I do it. Here's how I lay it out. Here's how I put it together. Here's how I monetize it and make money with it. So that's what we are talking about today. And we're also talking about step number 5. And step number 5 is get them to buy again. Remember, step 1 was get their attention, because obviously we need to stop them in their tracks. We need to stop them from scrolling. We need to stop them from turning the channel. So what we have to do is talk about what they want to talk about, figure out a way to present the answer to the question that they're shopping and searching for. We call it solution shopping. We call it solution searching. Okay. Then the second one was we needed them to opt in. We needed to trade something for their contact information. The reason we wanted to get their contact information is because platforms go down, um, rules on platforms change. Sometimes you end up getting your post taken down. And if any of that stuff happens and you're without a list, then you're going to struggle to do business. And obviously, your mom, your daughter, you know, you have your own personal needs and goals. Your sister, you're probably the most efficient professional person in your family or amongst them. So you're also someone that other people turn to. So for all those reasons, you need to be able to have sales, i.e., revenue, i.e., profits, so that you can then do the things with the sales, revenue, and profits that you need to do to take care of the people that you're responsible for. And as a woman, especially, you're responsible for a lot of people. So, with that being said, that's why we needed that list. And the list does 3 things. Number 1, it gets us closer to a sale. Number 2, it protects us from poverty. Because in the event that those things do go awry, that they shut down, you can just pick up the phone, you can just send an email, you can just reach out to your people without the aid of Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, or TikTok, or Twitch, or any of those. You, know, you can hit them directly. Okay. And it also helps you when you're throwing a pop up or when you're launching a new product to have sales and to be able to forecast whether or not you're going to have a profit. So if it becomes necessary for you to adjust the amount of people that you're going to bring that day, if it becomes necessary to adjust the amount of product you're going to buy that day, you know, you'll have resources from the pre-sales to actually get that additional product. 2, you have a good idea of what that day is going to look like because you can walk into the day saying, okay, well, we already got 100 pre-sales. Okay, so now if we just do another 50 to 100 sales, that'll help us reach our goal. Yeah. And the other thing that will do is when you have people in that VIP line, that pickup line, it'll make the people in the regular line want to be in your VIP line. So if you're doing a pop-up and there are people just pulling up and your people are just handing out orders, there's going to be somebody standing in the line going, well, how are they getting their food before us? Which is going to help you build your list, which is going to help you get more upfront money and not wait till the day of an event to figure out if you're going to turn a profit or not. And then the third thing it does is it gives you revenue that you already have in hand, which I kind of alluded to before. It is in hand money without you having to spend a dime to get it. So if you're a business owner, you have a pre-sale, you might sell out in the pre-sale. And then that whole day you just do pickups or drop-offs or whatever you do and go home. Money already counted, money already in the bank, people already paid. So that was step number 3. Step number 4 is getting them to stay. Because once you get a customer, You want to keep that customer. The reason you want to keep that customer is because they know you and you know them. You know, they already like, trust you. They already know that you're not going to run off with their money. And in today's scammer world, you and I both know that a lot of people are running off with the money. They're making promises and they're not getting the work done in the time that they said it would get done. They're not getting it done in the quality they would get done. You can't reach them. So trust is something that, especially for small business owners who don't have these huge established brands, it is extremely important. It is extremely important. So now today, we've gotten to step number 5, which is get them to buy again. Now, the reason we're doing all of this is because we want to create a self-scaling sales machine that allows you to have a limitless amount of income in weeks, less than 7, to be honest with you. You should be able to have all this set up within 7 weeks, and with little to no work on your part. Because what we're doing, once we get them in our list or on our list, then we're allowing these other pieces to come into play to then allow you to see the benefit of having great quality customers do the work for you. Again, if you follow me on Facebook, we always talk about one sale leading to 6 sales. So if I get one person off my list to do a pre-sale, then they invite a friend. Okay, so now I got 2 people. Now, if both of those people give me a referral, now I got 4 people. If both of the people that they invited give me a referral, now I got 6 people. Yeah, now I got 6 people. So now if all 6 of those people buy twice, I got 12 sales. 12 sales that I can have while I'm at a baseball game or at a basketball game or having lunch with my girlfriends or taking my mom or dad to their doctor's appointments or sitting waiting for them to get out of their procedure. So now I'm making money passively, as they say, because my customers are great. Because my customers are referring me other customers, because my customers are bringing me business. And in step 6 and 7, I'm really going to break down how you do that, because there's a system and a plan in place that I've created that allows us to do it with little to no stress whatsoever. And it can be done in a matter of minutes. So, but today we're going to talk about that, get them to buy again. We just talked about why we want them to buy again, but we want to talk about how to get them to buy again. So if you're if you get the first sale, the first way to get people to buy again is just simply repeat business. Are you selling something that is renewable? You know, did you sell soap? Um, do you sell water? Do you sell supplements? You know, so if you sell any of those kinds of things, the best thing you can do is number one, improve your sale in the moment. Because getting them to buy again doesn't mean 2 separate occasions. Sometimes it means the same occasion. And you want to use something that I learned from Marcus Jones, and he's simply said, is 3 enough? You know, so most of the time we sell 1, you know, but we want to be able to say, is 3 enough? And then we don't want to say, would you like 2 more? Because people are conditioned to say no. So you want to switch that up. Like, is 3 enough? Yeah, 3 is good. So now that I simply ask for more, the opportunity to get more went up tremendously. I'll go back to when I was a department head and we sold Shine Kids. And there was 1,100 stores, and I finished number 4, you know, in 2 categories. One, in just the amount of items that I was selling per customer, and 2, the amount of additional money that we were making off additional sales. So here's how we got there. So one of the things we would do is we sell 3 Shine Kits instead of 1. One was $5, three was 15. So now when you bought a pair of dress shoes for work, we sold you three because we knew we lived in the Midwest. So the premise for selling you three was, hey, you need one at home. So when you're getting ready for work, you can buff these shoes out. Because obviously you want to be successful on your job, you want to look your best, you want to make sure that you present the right way to get the most out of your employment experience. So yeah, we got to get those buffed out, got to get them right, got to get them nice, take care of these shoes. You spend good money on them, might as well take care of them. Okay, well, what do I need the second two for? Okay, because you need one at work. Okay, so what if you're going into a meeting, or what if you come back from lunch? Because we've all gone to lunch during the wintertime if you live in the Midwest or East, and come back and we got all this salt on our shoes. Now, if you let that salt sit on your shoes all day, it's going to ruin your shoes. So here is something you can do to help protect those shoes. So now we added another one. Okay. Well, what's the third one for? Well, the third one, you can put it in your car. So if you're out and about and you decide you want to go to happy hour, or you decide you want to go to another event, you give your shoes a quick buff. Or if you stay out and you're not coming from home, you can give your shoes a quick buff. So we got one for work, one for home, and one for the car. So instead of a $4.99 add-on, we have a $15 add-on. And then we'll add a spray, you know, to protect, because we know it rains, it snows, and you want to protect that leather. This is an investment in you as a human being. So don't you think you're worth it? Why wouldn't you be worth it? So again, adding more sales. Same thing with people who buy soaps. If you're selling these black soaps, or you're selling these um, supplements or things like that, and you know that they need multiple because they're going to run out, you're not doing your job if you don't sell them multiple. Okay? You're in the store, you know that they should get the sea moss, you know that they should get the black soap, and you know they should get the alkaline water. Why not sell them two of each? Because that soap's going to run out, that sea moss is going to run out, and that alkaline water is going to run out. So why not bundle them together in one sale? So we want to bundle the sales together. We want to ask, if they bought enough. And then when they say, well, what's enough? Then we want to have salespeople, including yourself, who can say, well, you really want to buy at least two. And if all your sales team and all your salespeople, whether they're your kids, nephews, girlfriends, or moms, are all on the same page, like, yeah, nobody buys just one bar of soap. So now instead of doing $300 or $400 that day, maybe you did eight. Now, what could you do if you were averaging $600 a day instead of four? And with a couple of days sprinkled in there where maybe you did eight. Maybe a Saturday where you did, 12, because everybody on your team was upselling, because everybody on your team was bundling, because everybody on your team understood that we need to get to that second sale. How would that affect your business? What would that allow for you to do? What would that unlock for you? Would it unlock another opportunity to add a salesperson? Would it unlock an opportunity for you to start to pay back some of your loans? Would it make you more desirable to angel investors and banks because you're already profitable? How much better would you sleep at night if you had an $800 day instead of a $400 day? And if you're in the Midwest or the East, the weather's changing, which means that now you're going to have to heat that store. There's no more fans. There's no more just walking in and turning on the lights. You're going to have the store warm. And warm doesn't mean 65 degrees. It means that you're going to be closer to 70, 75 degrees so people walk around and feel comfortable. So where's that additional money going to come from? So it is obvious that we have to take the opportunity to maximize sales. Because just like with that list, something can happen, like COVID. So if COVID happens or something else happens, we used to say these things were impossible, but now obviously they are. You want to have made as much money as possible during the time that you had the opportunity to make the money, because money either goes up or it goes down. It does not stay the same. Either you're making more money than inflation, or inflation catches you and starts to drag you back. So again, we have to get to that second sale. And one of the ways to do it is just simply ask for more per sale. Now, here's another way. We're going to slide into another avenue for the second sale. Okay. Now, your second sale could come from improving, something that's going to make it easier for your client to use whatever it is that they bought from you in the first place. Yeah. So, for example, if they are, if you're a trainer or a coach, okay, now your second sale could come from some type of journal, because you know that people are going to need to document their progress. You know that people are going to need to write down their thoughts. So now let's get a journal. Now, you can get a journal pretty much made from a variety of different places. You can get them made to order, so you don't even always have to have them on hand. But again, it gives you another sale. A lot of people like to use T-shirts and things like that, but a journal is more practical. You can also have other courses. You know, so if you know that your audience is struggling with a particular discipline, whether it be nutrition, if you're in the training industry. So now we sell nutrition classes. You know, we partner with somebody who does meal prep. I'll give you access to my list for a cut of the profits. You know, so again, you got a home girl who's out here and she's doing meal prep and you're doing coaching or you're doing training. Partner together. Make that an additional service. If you're a woman who's in real estate, you know, now you can start to partner with landscapers. You can start to partner with people who paint homes. You can start to partner with people that your customer is going to need to improve their experience. You know, you're selling them a house and you're like, well, hey, yeah, I know you guys are probably going to want to paint. We know some guys. Now you get a part of that cut. You know, again, there are businesses that you can add on. There are services that you can add on. There are opportunities that you can create because you know your customer's journey and what they struggle with. Okay. Yes, they're going to start to lose weight, but then they're probably going to have trouble maintaining the weight loss. So let's get them into a one-on-one workout. Let's get them into a group workout. Let's get them, you know, a meal prep. Let's get them something else that we know is going to help them get to the end. Because we know if we help them with their meal prep, it's going to make it easier for them to lose weight. And if they lose weight, they're going to have a better testimony, which is going to get you a referral. Okay. Now let's move on. Let's just say you're a restaurant or you do catering. Okay? So now we got the catered events that we do. But then we also sell family dining dinners on Saturday or Sunday. We also sell bowls or cups of soup because the weather's changing. So you can get smaller versions of my catered dishes delivered. So if I'm someone who makes this beautiful, wonderful soup, You can get a pint of it delivered, or you can pick up a pint because you had the food. You probably want to have it again, but you don't want to have to spend the amount of money to have an event catered to have the food. So you can get a smaller portion. Now, if you're a restaurant, hey, do pick up. You know, you can come on your way to work, get a cup of coffee, get a donut or a muffin, and you can get a pint of soup. So now I got you your breakfast and I got you your lunch. Oh, and you're a working mom. So you could swing back around on a Friday night and pick up this fish dinner. You're part of our VIP group. We have you on our list. We'll send you a text for $2 off. So now you can come back, pick up the fish dinner on the way home. So now, how many sales have you gotten from one customer? Two, three. And the better it works for them, the people around them are going to start to notice. They're going to say, wow, you're doing really well. Yeah. Now, let's say you're a hairdresser and you're like, well, what can I do if I'm a hairdresser? Obviously, you can sell a bunch of products. You know, you know that they're going to need scarves. You know they're going to need travel kits. You know that your clientele is going to need additional items. So, what are the number one items that they need to maintain this beautiful, wonderful look that you've helped create? You know, you could say, "Hey, I know you normally get those scarves from over here, but we got these scarves right here. They're 100% silk, um, and they're better for your hair." Now you're the expert because you're the hairdresser. You know, same thing if you're an esthetician. You know, we have these creams for your hands. You know, so your hands aren't dry. We have these gloves to wear when you do dishes, so you don't mess up your nails, so you don't mess up your hands. Yeah. And then when you take the nails off, and when you take the gloves off, then we have a soap for you to wash your hands with. We have face cream, we have lip balm, shea butters, all those kinds of things. So now you start to get the most out of every opportunity. Get the most out of it. It's a beautiful thing. And it's from the same customer who already knows, loves, and likes you. I got to go see my girl, pick up my stuff. So, and you could start to have hair delivered, because you just saved them time. You made it easier and faster and simpler. You can have press on nails on deck. That way you can have the best experience with your customer possible because they feel like you understand all their needs and you anticipate it. You basically become your own concierge service. No different if you're in a salon and you got a homeboy that has a food truck. You know, Saturdays, pull up. My girls, they don't want to run around trying to get food Ubered from restaurants. Bring the taco truck up to the spot, put it outside. They can come outside and get their lunch. So now your customers get to eat, your employees get to eat, and you get a kickback from the truck that came. You know, so again, there's another way to look at it. We can ask for more in the initial sale and get the bump there. We can then anticipate what the second sales are going to be and then create a plan or a system that accommodates that second sale because we better understand the customer journey. you know and then the next one is we can just simply add another item that they need. For example, if you're a landscaping company, why don't you add leaf removal? Why don't you add demo? Why don't you add snow removal if you're in the Midwest or the East? you know Take some of the profits, reinvest in the new equipment so that you can then add another service to your business. You know, Shout out to Corey Elliott from CMT Roofing in St. Louis, Missouri. Here's why. You know, they do roofing, but they also do demo. So if roofing's slow, she may be able to offset the slow months with some demo work. And if you get really good at the demo work, now all of a sudden demo's bringing in a profit, roofing's bringing in a profit, and then you can start to add another service. You can start to add another stream of income, you know, because how much sense does it make to take all of the money that you could be using to add other streams of income, purchase new equipment so that you can have additional services, and just have it sitting in the bank? You know, reinvest some of the money in something that you know is going to work, and then you use the people that you know are going to spend money on it because you've made it just for them to now build that second stream of income. So now you have two, three, four streams of income. Now you've employed two, three, or four of your kids. Now you're in a position to take your business to the next level. And the cool part about it is that you didn't have to go looking for any customers. You didn't take a huge risk, and you didn't have to do very much work because there's very little R&D because you've already done the R&D, meaning that you've already done the research and development part because these are the same customers you've been helping already. You just gave them something else that you know they want. No different than if you go to a bar and they serve food. No different than if you're in a place that you can have open alcohol on the street. You know, I remember being in Virginia Beach and being able to walk into 7-Eleven and get a beer. Okay, so 7-Elevens are open, the bars are starting to close. I'm probably want to go sit, on my deck or my balcony and look out over the ocean. I want to have a cocktail. I want to end my evening, with a few drinks. So what do? I scurry over to the 7-Eleven. And if you're in Virginia, make sure you go to 7-Eleven before it starts to get too dark because there's a huge homeless problem there. And you don't necessarily get bothered by homeless people, but it may make you a little uneasy. Now, nothing happened to me, but it was something that I wasn't aware of. And thank God for the trolley driver who alerted me to the fact that I needed to be paying attention to that as it got later. So you would be better served to leave the bars a little bit earlier, take your party back to your hotel. Just a FYI, you know. But again, this is where we're at. We're at a point right now where we have a business that people respect. You have a business that people respect. You have a business that people trust. So you can start to, even if you don't do the work, you can start to lend your name and likeness and image to products that are already working, knowing that if you put your name on it, they work better. Knowing that if you're involved in the hair business because you're the celebrity hairstylist, that now that beauty supply house will do that much more business. Oh, Michelle? Oh, that's Michelle's? Oh, girl, well, Michelle cold with it. I'm gonna go there because Michelle, ooh, well, she be putting some heads out. So now you can use your name, image, and likeness, which gets you to another sale. I did their hair. I opened a business using my name, image, and likeness that now got me another stream of income. So if you do have some respect in your community, use that respect to then garner more business. Now for the 7 steps to 7-figure playbook, here's what I did with clients. So I have clients. We look at that first program and we're like, okay, cool. That first program, that first sale. All right, now what else could we do? And then we use the stuff that we talked about. And what started to happen was they started to see spikes in sales almost overnight. And because we had a list, even when some of my clients took vacations or they were having health issues or they were just enjoying not being broke. They were still making money. You know, also it allowed them to hire better people. You know, now all of a sudden you can get your website um, done professionally, by some guys like Let's Design Your Site. Now all of a sudden you can hire someone like Sidon Long who can help you put the 7 steps together and take your business to a whole nother level. Now all of a sudden you can start hiring your kids and paying them a salary. You can start hiring really talented people in the other areas, because the idea when you hire someone, let's be clear, says when you hire someone, you want to hire somebody who does it better than you. You know, think of it like sports. If Phil Jackson and Michael Jordan played one on one every day, Michael Jordan would win every day. So if you're the coach, you want to hire a player that is better than you. If you're the owner, you want to hire a GM and a player that is better than you. So you, as the business owner, you want to hire the Michael Jordan of whatever your industry is, because you know that they're going to go out and they're going to bring in new business. They're going to go out and they're going to bring in more sales. They're going to make it easier, faster for you to reach your dream outcome, your ideal outcome, which is for you to have a low maintenance, highly profitable business that allows you to be the mother, the daughter, the girlfriend that you want to be, and gives you the joy and freedom that being a profitable business owner with a low maintenance business has. Because now you can make money even when you're sleeping. Now you can make money when you're on vacation. So again, what you want to do is you want to start eyeing that second sale. And then when you create it so that it is in line with what you're doing. You know, don't go off and make it something that doesn't fit. When I work with a client, we're like, okay, well, what do they exactly need? What is going to make it easier for them to get to their ideal outcome? What is going to help them get there faster? You want to get home to your family and you don't want to cook. Text us. We'll get the order ready. You'll just pick it up. You know, you want to get your pop-up food first so you can get home and watch the ball game. Okay, cool. Text us. Let us know. Do the pre-sale. You get in the pickup line. You get that food. Next thing you know, you're home watching the Bears, the Cowboys, the Giants, wherever you listen to this at. You know, Soccer, if you're in Nigeria, a lot of people in Nigeria follow me and I appreciate you guys. I'm so grateful for you. So again, wherever you're at, you just made it easier for your customer. So when you start saying, well, what could I do to make it easier? What could I make to make it easier? What could I build? What could I partner with? What could I buy to make it easier? And then that's what you do. So there's the improve it, there's the stack ons, there's a bunch of different ways. So go back and listen. Play this thing a few times and then take about 15 or 20 minutes and just start writing down all your ideas. I recommend you do it twice. And when you're doing it, play a game called Whiny Baby. Okay. One of the games I play when I'm creating products with a client or for myself is Whiny Baby. Okay. So why am I going to create a second product? Okay, because I need additional income. Why? Because additional income is going to allow me to do why? Because without the additional income, then I'm going to have to spend my own money. Why don't you want to spend your own money? Okay, because spending my own money means that I'm putting myself and my family at risk. So why don't you want to do that? Because I'm a good parent. And then you just start to work out the reasons why you should do it. And when you do that, what will then happen is not only will you be more confident in what you're doing, you'll have a much better plan and a much better strategy on how to get it done, because you will fully have fleshed out the idea till it is at a point where you understand why it is important to you and why it is important to your customer. So with that being said, this has been another episode of successful marketing, sales, and relationships for adult business owners and entrepreneurs. I'm your business big bro, aka the most dangerous man in marketing. Please do not forget to like, subscribe, and share. And also go over to growingrich.com so that you can join our next group training, as well as hit the Make Money Fast so you can get a Make Money Fast call with me. And we'll sit down and we'll actually review your marketing, review your strategies. And if there's some opportunities I see that you could take advantage of, I will tell you what they are for free. So with that being said, please have a great weekend. Again, I am so thankful for you tuning in. I appreciate you. I love you. And I stand with the people who own the businesses, because business owners are people too. Have a great day, and I'm out.